fitnessgroomingcafe.com, and I'm super excited. So last year I was able to cover a number of the touch screens, the smart screens from different companies, but unfortunately I never got around to Technogym. So now is my chance, and I'm here with Reeve Walsh, who is a sales consultant for Victoria, South Australia, Tasmania and West Australia. Geez, you got a lot there, mate, for Technogym. So thank you very much for doing this for us. And so this is the Unity console?
Correct, yeah. So a full digital Android and Apple platform that Technogym presents to all of our customers.
Fantastic. All right. So I did have a little bit of a play with this about 2 weeks ago. I was in a gym and that was decked out with all the Unity consoles, and mate, super impressed. It's very fluid. So I'm pretty excited to show all the gym managers and gym operators how this works. So yeah, let's go into it.
Yeah, no problem. So not only is it a full touchscreen, but it also has gesture navigation. So you can, which I'll get to in a minute. Obviously, you can pick your language that you would like to select. So anywhere in the world, people can jump onto the console and have it customised to themselves. At the moment, you can see your touchscreen and you have your gesture navigation. So you can scroll left to right, up or down, and then once you select what you want, you can go into it. The console for facilities can be completely customised. So what you see at the moment is just a basic setup, okay? But each facility can customise that and add in tiles and take tiles away for whatever they want their members to see.
Right. So let's talk through the tiles, the key tiles for us.
Yeah. So basically, straight in front of you, you have your everyday common exercise goals that most people would work for, which is distance, time and calories. Outside of that, if you wanted to move into your more detailed programs, you go into your exercises and you have more detailed programs within there, which will give you basically goal-driven programs, heart rate-driven program, advanced programs, and all your different military tests and so forth. So if you ever want to go back to your home screen, you press the home button and back you go to your home screen.
Look, I mean, yeah, straight up from my own use of this, is that yeah, it's very much like a smartphone, and you know, and it's so easy to touch. I mean, even with a sweaty hand, and I do get sweaty when I work out, it's absolutely not a problem at all.
Yeah, correct. So for people who are out there who have Android phones or Apple phones or iPads, in terms of using this platform, it's going to be exactly the same. So, you know, it will never be unfamiliar for a user to come in and use Technogym equipment, because most people around the world either have an Apple Android phone or an iPad. So in terms of usability, it's almost identical.
Yeah, right. So it's a very low learning curve.
Yeah, correct. Spot on. So we'll go back into your home screen. Obviously, with the My Wellness app that Technogym have as well, it allows facilities to customise the screen as well. So once they log in, okay, what will effectively happen is the machine will actually become the user's machine. So their profile will come up here in the My Wellness area, and their own personal Facebook, Twitter, web pages will actually be on the machine. So the user gets the experience of it being their machine like they would have in their own home.
And how is that done? Is it it's through the Move key?
You can do that through the My Wellness app, okay, which is free for anyone to download and use.
Through Bluetooth?
Yes, so Bluetooth, or you scan in through NFC, which is up the top here for Samsung phones, or you have QR code for Apple phones. So if we go into My Wellness, okay, here's your QR code.
Oh wow!
And in you go. Now, for any user of Technogym gear in a facility, you don't necessarily have to have your phone with you to be able to log in. If you forget your phone, you can just come into Enter My Wellness and log in yourself. As soon as you log in, the machine becomes personally yours, and the machine will start tracking everything you do, and then log that into your My Wellness account, so you can see what you've been doing, and you can track back and watch what you've been doing, you know, from month to month. And also, if you've got a personal trainer, they can have a look at your My Wellness account and see how active you've been. Make sure you've been doing those sessions outside of the sessions they're giving you. Almost makes you a little bit accountable, but creates a long-term solution to good fitness goals.
It's a more holistic approach, right? Because not only are you tracking the gym workout, but you can also track your runs and the other activity that you do outside through the app.
Yeah, correct.
And that will all load up into the My Wellness Cloud and be part of this as a bigger solution.
Yep, spot on.
Bigger picture.
Yeah, correct. You're spot on. So everything you do outside, you can log. Everything you do inside the facility, you can log. You can also log, things like MapMyFitness or MyFitnessPal or Strava. So if you go for a bike ride or walk the dog, anything you could imagine that you could do exercise-wise through even a third-party device like a Fitbit, all that data can be transferred across onto your My Wellness account.
And I've done that myself through Garmin, so the Garmin VivoFit, so I use that every day. So I used the Garmin IQ actually synced into the My Wellness app really well.
Yep,
so,
and Technogym have partnered with all these third-party providers to make sure that the platform is accessible to everyone in the world, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, great. So let's go through a couple more of the screens. I'll just have a go there and see whether I can use it. I won't use Italian, good Italian brand. So, okay, so what else have we got here?
Okay, so when the user goes on, there'll be no shortage of entertainment. So on the current screen at the moment, you obviously have your music, which you can Bluetooth through with your phone. Okay, and all your favourite music will come up. You've got your local weather, the web, so you can go on and scan it. The other applications that most people are familiar with, Facebook, Twitter, that people like to scroll through when they're doing their exercise.
Your accounts will just come up.
Yeah, correct. So your accounts will come up and away you go. So it is a very personal experience for people, and an experience that people can't get anywhere else.
No, definitely not. In terms of, okay, so we'll just go back there again, so UK English. So let's just go into an exercise screen. So is that quick start just there?
So we'll go, if we go to start, okay, we come into your exercise screen and then you've got all your details. So you've got your time, calories, distance, heart rate, your moves if you're logging it through your My Wellness account, correct? Watts obviously, okay. Okay, and speed and so forth.
And then that just scrolls through. I mean, it's so easy, guys. It's just an incredible, very intuitive.
Yeah, correct. So other features that come in, we have a tile which is called Flipboard. Basically, obviously, if you customise your screen and have Flipboard on there, it's like building your own newspaper. So basically, you might want to read about some travel, read about some sport. You select those, and then you ask it to build. It actually creates a newspaper for you to read.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is really cool. And you just flick through it like an iBook.
Yep.
And perfect for people who are 16 years of age right through to 70, 80 years of age.
Yeah, right. Wow. Oh, that is awesome.
At the end of every workout, as you see, all this data comes here. Once you stop, you get a full readout of everything that you've done.
Right. Fantastic. Gee, we worked hard there for a minute.
Yeah, we have. But all that information will transfer across onto your My Wellness account, and you can look back through all your training and track your success and see how you're going.
Right. So can we have a look at the program side of things, like what's inbuilt?
Yeah, correct. Keeps resetting because we're not on it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, so guys, just one little point. It keeps resetting itself to the home screen because we're not actually exercising on it. We're filming it. So it wouldn't normally do that in a normal exercise setting.
Correct. Yeah. So if we want to log in and have a look at your My Wellness, we'll log in. We'll do this through QR code.
Yep. Okay. So bring that in front. Yep.
Yeah, we have our phone. We scan your QR code.
Yep.
Okay, so the machine, now it's about to bring up my account, so there's my program.
My goodness.
Yep, and now this is my machine. Alright, so we'll go back to home, here's my profile, all my favourite YouTube stuff in there, all my Facebook stuff's in there, this is now my machine.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, so everything I do will be logged onto my account. I can go into my account and have a look.
And so you don't need a separate QR reader, it's all built into the My Wellness app?
Yeah, so basically it's all built in. We're accessible to any phone on the market. So NFC will do all your Samsungs, QR code will do all your Apple phones, or you can manually log in.
Yep.
So here's all my personal details, okay? And then if I have a program through our Prescribe application, I can go through and perform my program and it will all be logged.
Fantastic.
And then once Obviously, once you finish your workout and you stop it, all your data will clear, all your personal pages that you had will clear before the next user gets on.
Wow.
So the information won't stay on the machine.
Okay, so let's talk about the gym operators, gym managers, and the back end for them. You know, why is Technogym, you know, a great solution for people to consider?
Well, naturally, the gym owners will be able to entertain their members through the platform, but they'll be able to create things like a tiered type membership for their members. Obviously, being able to customise the console allows them to control what the members see. So you might have an entry-level membership where they only see a certain type of screen. You might have a premium membership where you allow them more access to more tiles, you know, creating a greater service for that second tier. So effectively creating a second tier spend.
Right. Okay. Great. And in terms of, so you can advertise on there, so you can get local businesses, or you can have your own internal additional services come up there and advertise on the screen as well.
Yeah, correct. So through our My Wellness app communicator, facilities, for example, councils, they have a lot of different areas of their facility, like water slides, pools, the gym area. So what they'll be able to do is they'll be able to create advertisements through the console, okay, and promote different areas of the facility. And that's, once again, another area for secondary spend for facilities and club owners.
Absolutely. And in terms of the data that they can collect on the machines for maintenance and service, how important is that these days?
Yeah, so obviously asset is a feature of the equipment where you'll be able to track everything that's going on with the equipment, from when it's due to a service to how much the equipment's being used, what style of use it's getting. So it's really important for facilities to be able to track that to ensure that the equipment's, you know, running at a premium level at all times.
Yeah, because that kind of reduces the shock value, isn't it, of a treadmill dying or a belt needing being replaced or something like that. You know, because you can actually see that and estimate it a little bit better.
Spot on. That visibility for club owners and facility owners is really, really important. We find that our facility owners find that a really good feature, so they can see what's going on with their equipment. They can make sure that all their machines are online at all time, and Technogym can see at our back end that their machines are online all the time. So it allows us to address anything, you know, that may or may not happen to the machines super quick.
Right. So, Reeve, if you just hold this for me, and I'm just going to pop the camera up a little bit, and actually just show the top. So on the top here we've got the NFC. So do you just want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So NFC basically allows users to log in without actually, you know, having to plug their phone in anywhere. So you don't have any cords or anything like that dangling. So it's really, really safe. Right next to that you have your USB. So yeah, users can come in with their own personal USB, watch their own movies if they'd like, you know, and enjoy the time they have on the equipment. And then
will that charge your phone as well?
No, it doesn't actually charge your phone.
Okay,
yeah.
What's this one? That's
the My Wellness. Yeah, so the last one on the far right is your My Wellness key. So where basically your key may have your program on it. So a user comes in, plugs their key in, their trainers set them a program, they'll be able to, it will come up on the screen, and they just follow what their trainer has set for them. From there it will prompt them to go to their next machine, so they know exactly what they're doing and they won't get lost throughout their program. Very simple and easy for users to get a hold of.
And depending on the gym's choice of equipment, so I mean obviously you've got the QR codes for the strength, but you can also have the ISO controls as well, which I come across there. How does that work in with the whole My Wellness app?
Yeah, so obviously with the ISO controls, they have a range of motion reader on them. They also will tell you the amount of sets you need to do, the amount of reps you need to do, and what weight you need to choose. So as soon as you plug your key into the ISO control, it will tell you if your trainer's prescribed to you to do a certain amount of repetition, a certain amount of reps.
And speed and everything.
Correct. Once you perform that, it will log it on the key.
Right.
All right.
So again, that goes up into the cloud and it becomes part of your total holistic, data.
Correct. And that can all be seen by the trainer and the facility. Right. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Reeve, for going through that. So this is the Technogym Unity Console. It's a really fabulous piece of equipment, and also not only that, I would say from using the Unity range myself and the Technogym gear, there's lots of storage spaces for towels and and phones and wallets and everything else you carry to the gym. And the equipment's are actually quite well thought out on top of the smart technology. So the basic bones of it. So very smooth, very light.
Yeah, naturally, traditionally the Italians, they don't cut any corners on quality, but they also understand all the little bits and pieces that users would love, and so they make sure that it's on all their equipment, and so the experience for the users is always thoroughly enjoyable.
Okay, and in the spirit of Technogym, I'd just like to say ciao tutti to everybody, being an Italian brand, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's awesome.